Good evening, everybody. We're going to go ahead and call to order the County Planning Commission for July 10th, 2023. Will you please call the roll?
I will. And Commissioners Borja,
Here.
Raythel,
Here.
Corona Sabagnano,
Here.
Tatishi,
Here.
and Wong. And we do have a quorum.
If you'll all please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you'll please make the announcements for this evening.
And the county fosters public engagement during the meeting and encourages public participation, civility, and use of courteous language. The county does not condone the use of profanity, vulgar language, gestures, or other inappropriate behavior, including personal attacks or threats directed towards any meeting participant. In-person public comments will be taken first. To make a public comment, please complete a speaker request form and hand it to the clerk. That would be me. And the chairperson will call your name when it's your turn to make a comment. If you plan to make a teleconference public comment, you will be kept on mute until the chairperson calls for the teleconference public comment. The clerk will unmute you when it's your turn, and you may begin your public comment. You may also send a written comment to boardclerk@saccounty.gov, and your comment will be routed to the board and filed in the record.
Thank you. We have 3 non-contested items on the agenda this evening. If you'll please go ahead and call item number 1.
So for item number 1 this evening, we have a time extension located at 6307 Stonehouse Road, approximately 1,500 feet south of the intersection of Latrobe Road and Stonehouse Road in the Cosumnes community. And the environmental document is an addendum to environmental impact report.
I'll look to my fellow commissioners. Anyone would like to see a presentation this evening from staff on this item? All right, Ms. Brandt, any comments on the item before we
No
move forward?
comment other than the applicant team is here if you do have any questions.
Thank you so much. Commissioners, any questions for staff or the applicant this evening? All right, we'll move on to public testimony.
And currently there are no public comments.
All right, with that, we'll close public comment and we'll move on to deliberation.
I'll move staff recommendations.
Second. All right, will you please call the roll?
And we're going to take a roll call. I'm sorry, we're going to go ahead and use the voting machine this evening, so I'm enabling the voting. Unanimous vote with those members present.
Thank you so much. That concludes item number 1. If you'll please call item number 2 this evening.
Yes, for item number 2, we have another time extension located approximately 700 feet east of Stonehouse Road and north of Escuela Drive, a private road in the Cosumnes community. And the environmental document is an addendum to environmental impact report.
Same question, commissioners. Would anyone like to see the staff presentation on this one this evening? Or questions for staff or the applicant? All right, Ms. Brandt?
No comments on this one either. Thank you.
All right. Any public comment this evening?
And there are no public comments.
All right. We'll close public testimony and move on to deliberation.
I'll move staff recommendations.
Second. Will you please call the roll?
And Commissioners Borja.
Yes, sorry.
Or put it on the screen, either way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was ready to vote.
Oh, right. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so used to, so let's go ahead and put it on the screen. Okay. Unanimous vote with those members present.
Thank you. That concludes item number 2. Will you please call item number 3 this evening?
And moving right along for item number 3, we have a tentative subdivision map and design review located at 8168 Stevenson Avenue, approximately 169 feet west of the intersection of Stevenson Avenue and Goshen Way in the South Sacramento community. And the environmental document is a mitigated negative declaration.
Anyone like to see the presentation on this item this evening? All right. Any questions for staff? I understand we have the applicant online. Would the applicant like to address the commission this evening?
And for all three applicants, I've sent you a message to unmute your mics if you'd like to make any comments. And before you do so, I'd like to go ahead and get you sworn in. And I can swear you all in at the same time. If we can have Jarrell unmute his mic, please. Okay. Please raise your right hands, your respective right hands, and the appropriate response is I do. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give this commission is the truth? So help you God. If you do not swear, do you so affirm?
I do. I do.
And a third person? I'm sorry, I got two affirmatives. And is there a third?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. And if you would please state your names for the record, starting with Steve, then Jarrell, and then the third applicant, and then make the statement, I have been sworn.
This is Steve Norman. I have been sworn.
This is Jarrell Olimpiada. I've been sworn.
It's Zayed. I've been sworn.
Excellent. Thank you all so much. And whoever's going to speak first, if you would continue, if you would do so now.
This is Steve Norman with CNA Engineering. I'm here to answer any questions. We're affirmative to all the conditions of approval, unless there's any questions that the commission may have.
Thank you, Mr. Norman. Any questions for the applicant this evening? All right, no questions from the commissioners this evening. Thank you for joining us via Zoom. Do we have public comment this evening?
And we have no. Okay, and we have no public comments.
All right, we will close public comment and move on to deliberation.
I'll move staff recommendation.
Second.
All right, will you please put the voting on the screen, please?
And we have a unanimous vote for those members present.
All right, with that, we'll move on to the planning director's report.
Okay. You guys have hot dinner dates or something, huh? So I don't have much to report. I was just going to go over a couple of items that are coming to you over the next couple of months. We do have, oh, do we still have people unmuted? We do have them unmuted. So next meeting, we have two wireless facilities that are anticipated to be controversial. So just a heads up on that. No dinner dates. And then Alberta specific plan amendment, which should be an interesting one for you as well, although not controversial, I don't think. So that's next. That's the 24th, and I believe Commissioner Tatishi will be out. You'll be here? Okay. Okay. And then August 14th, we actually have 5 items on the agenda. I do anticipate that at least one will fall off, but it will be a full night. And again, more wireless facilities. There's going to be a zoning code amendment update. And then Water Resources is bringing an amendment to the floodplain management ordinance. So, and then we have the 28th, August 28th is another one that has 5 items on the advanced agenda. So hopefully we have quorums for both of those dates. Please let me know if you believe you're going to be absent. If you know ahead of time. I think 14th? What was it?
24th I am here. The 14th is the one where I am not sure if I can get back in time. So I'll try to race. I'm up in Lassen, and I hope to be back in time.
Okay. So I'll put a maybe. Okay. That's the end of my report. Thank you.
Do you want to give us a quick update on Santa Juanita, whether we need to give you any actions as far as researching that CUP or if you've already completed that?
Yeah, so we have requested materials from our archive on the conditional use permit that was already approved for the congregate care. We did reach out to the applicants and request that they stop the activity on site while they go through their grading permit and building permits. There is a follow-up meeting with a wide range of departments on Thursday, I believe, to go over kind of a game plan for addressing the issues, because they do span a few different areas of regulation. And I will say that we did look at whether this would be considered a supportive housing project under state law. It does not look like that would be the case, and so the conditional use permit is still something that we would be looking at for a potential revocation if it became something where the applicants were not responsive on, stopping their work, getting their permitting, or going beyond what that original use permit allowed. So that's all items that we're going to be discussing with the different departments on Thursday. And I don't believe there's anything more firm than that, but we are working internally at least.
Sounds good. Yeah, we have these conditional use permits to definitely protect the neighbors. And so if it does come down to the fact that it's pretty clear that they're violating their conditional use permit, I would definitely be on the side of getting it in front of us for a recommendation or a revocation sooner rather than later.
Okay.
Any other miscellaneous scheduling items this evening, or any other comments from commissioners? All right. Any general public comments this evening?
And for the record, there were no public comments for item number 4 nor number 5. And at this time, we don't have any for number 6.
Sounds good. We're going to adjourn at 5:42. Have a good night, everyone.